Go ahead and show us, my boy. It's episode 44 in this bitch.
Bet it up. What's good, everyone? It's episode 44 of the Lab Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Apple, Spotify. We on YouTube, Facebook,
everything.
TikTok.
Follow us on everything. You know how we rocking. Like
Instagram.
Keep cushion our pocket. Let's get it, gang. How y'all been?
Shit, I've been good. I've been busy as hell with work, folks. But other than that, oh shit. Well, we potted out for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean, I was really working. We potting on Friday instead of Sunday this week, so.
Yeah, shit, bro. Big move, last one. Last pot in this, Murfreesboro, dog. I'm out of here. Put me in the city. I'm no longer a suburban boy. I can't do it no more.
My boy
going like downtown?
Yeah, they're more so like North Gulch, so pretty much downtown type shit. Like, it's so much better, bro. Like for the past couple of days, every time I'm coming back home, it's taking 2 hours because people get in accidents. Bro, people in Nashville cannot drive.
You might as well go to happy hour and just wait.
Bro, that's why I'm an alcoholic. So shit.
Hey, the harsh reality is that I feel as if a lot of us are falling susceptible to the alcoholism at the moment. It's tough.
Yeah.
I think that our whole generation is just struggling with escapism, whether that's through liquor, weed, psychedelics, fucking amphetamines, Percocets, all that shit, man.
You say niggas trying to escape.
Yeah, this shit sucked.
Yeah.
I saw a breakdown of the first quarter of 2022. The average salary for a person by age group, it tops out at $61K. Motherfuckers is out here living modestly.
I can't even live. I'm sorry. Like,
you can live on $60K for sure.
You can't, but not all places. You can't do that in New York.
I lived on $60K. You can't do that
in New York, Chicago, LA. It's hard.
You can live in Chicago on 60. On 60,
Chicago, you can live in 60.
After taxes,
60 in LA, you barely getting past. Because after taxes, it's gonna be like 45, 50 maybe.
Yeah, 60 in the city where after taxes, where every check probably gonna be like $1,700, $1,500, $15 to $1,700 every check. You can do something
a month.
With that. You can do something decent with that.
You can do something decent with that. But
shit, at this point, rent is $3K a month.
But the thing is, it's not enough to escape working that day job. Like, you can't put real money up.
So niggas be flogging.
Yeah, that's what we trying to say. All this shit is illusion, folks.
Yeah.
The average income from, I think it was 16 to 21 or some shit, was like $35K, and then it goes up to like $42K or some shit, 48.
All right, 16 to 21 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
18 to 21. 18 to 21.
I'm saying that makes sense though, folks. Because when I started a few years ago, came out of college, I was making like 47, and I was, you feel me? It wasn't.
You know what? Hey, that's why y'all motherfuckers need to get into sales. I came out of college with like 75 plus, dog. Like, sales is the way to go. I never knew that was gonna be it, but bro, I'm telling you, I thought I was gonna be like a financial analyst or some shit. Nah, I'm like, I went straight into sales, boy. Got me a bag and never looked back.
Sales is lit. But I'm saying shit. That's what I'm saying. I said
especially if you're from Chicago. You a financier if you're from Chicago, so you know you got some sales in you. Shit.
I said that just to say, it's possible that you could.
It is possible. 100%.
Well, I guess that was before inflation, huh? Because I went to the grocery store yesterday and got 7 things and walked out there like $80.
Bro, groceries are up 13%, bro. 13 fucking percent.
Guess what salaries are up? Like 2% or some shit.
If that, 2%. But hey, you know what though? Avocado prices are down. Boom.
She making guacamole.
Apparently, bro, avocados. The avocado market is the biggest carrier of drugs then in the world.
Go ahead.
Mexico,
get into this.
Break it down.
Yeah, Mexico, the cartels run the avocado game. So they shipping their drugs through in like avocado packages, and they getting them in the U.S. That's how they getting them. Y'all didn't see that? They killed a border agent over there like a few months ago.
Don't fuck with their product then.
Like, that's why at one point they were saying like they was finna stop like importing avocados for a minute. But I think they rolled back on that. But dude, the avocado game is crazy in Mexico.
There's a certain demographic of people that live in the U.S. that cannot live without their avocados. So you think they're just gonna put a halt on avocados?
Well, like the suburban white girl. Thank you.
Nah. See, because this is my thing about chicken. Think about how many places have avocado, whether that's guacamole, salads, like any of these places that you eat at every day, just in your city times all the cities in the world.
It has been ingratiated in our community, in our whatchamacallit.
Bro, give me some of that spicy guac sauce they be having for little Mexican food, boy. I'll be tossing on a little tacos. I'm sure it'll be fire.
True. Y'all niggas are heavy avocado.
I ain't gonna lie. I am a avocado enthusiast.
I don't know, bro. The avocados, like, they cool, but like they kind of overhyped, bro.
I mean, you gotta flavor them up. You gotta do stuff with them. You can't just. I don't like just eating a plain avocado, though. Like, that's my thing. Like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna make a sandwich with it. I'm gonna have the sauce or some shit. I'm not just gonna eat
avocado sandwich.
Yeah, bro. You
cool.
put all right. So you put the egg on there. You put the tomato, lettuce, and your bacon on the bread, bro. Honey wheat, preferably for me.
So it's basically like a BLT, but instead of tomatoes, avocado. It's a BLT.
No, I got tomatoes on there too.
You get
it's fire.
It's
fire.
That
must be eating BLTs, folks. That tomato shit nasty as hell.
But tomatoes nasty.
Soggy as hell, folks.
That's a rare ring of death. That shit is gross.
That shit gross as hell.
Tomatoes are amazing. But shit, off the avocado shit, what we starting off with today? What we got?
Josh had a question that he asked me while we was waiting for you to hop in pre-production, and that was, when do you know that you can be vulnerable with a woman that you're seeing romantically?
And caveat, when do you know? First, let's say, no, let's just start with when do you know. Let's start with now.
I feel like
that's hard.
Ideally, you should be vulnerable from the jump, folks.
Ideally, that's in a perfect world.
In a non-perfect world, you feel in the real world. I'm really trying to think through this. It's like, it's more so. Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I have to trust you, bro. Like, and I have to be comfortable with you. Like, I understand I'm dating you now. Like, is this after we start dating type shit, or like?
Yeah, this is your show.
Like, this is my whole show. Like, all right, damn. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's not a time thing, more just so a feeling type of situation.
And trust her in what regard? That she won't leave you.
Loyalty.
That she won't bring this information back up. Like, what?
Yeah, it's type of things like that. Because like, if I tell you something and you bring that right back up, whether you're mad at me or whatever the case may be, I'm like, motherfucker, I knew I shouldn't have told you this shit. And I'm like,
you'll never hear that again. Instantly. See, that's the key.
Like, it be motherfuckers who do that shit. It be like, I bet. And that's why I don't cheat. That's why I just get the fucking other people. If you're gonna be like this, where it's just not gonna be it.
I'm saying, so at what point? So say for example, you really fuck with shorty. Do you ever like compartmentalize? Like, you feel me? Like, okay, I fuck with you heavy, and it's certain things about you that I really enjoy having you around. But I know, or I feel as if I can't get to that specific level with you. So you feel me? Like, you have that level somewhere else. You feel me? That she can't access, but she still has access to the rest of you.
100%. But I usually, like, when it's like that, I probably won't be in a real relationship. Like, I don't see a true future with her. Like, more so, I'm just dating. We're dating for the time, like, for the moment type of situation. It's like, I'm like not dating to marry you type of
How
shit.
do you know you don't see a future with this person?
Because
we finna pop for real. Now we finna pop for real. At what point do you know is no future with this?
Because I have to understand what your mindset is, honestly. I got to know you on that same wavelength as me on like some grind shit. Like, you want to build, you got goals type shit. And if I see like you care about your future and you're like, you're true and you're vulnerable, you're doing all the things I would do, I would expect type shit. Like, I feel like that's when I can be like, all right, X, Y, and Z. I'll say X, Y, and Z. Or if she brings it up and then I'd be like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but this, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Do y'all think, like, off back when you first meet a shorty, you know if you would take her seriously, if you would just have a fun time?
Within the first 3 times of meeting somebody, I think I could tell if I would ever fuck with them on that level.
Yeah, low key. So, have you ever been in too deep where it's like, shit, this has been like, we're in too deep, but like, it's gonna be like weird if I just break up out of nowhere?
No, I used to be really bad about that. So like, just cutting shit up, like, So
I still do that to this day sometimes. I be like, damn, like, I kind of fucked up. Like, we're kind of you're attached. Type of situation.
I used to do that, but then I thought about, what if somebody did that shit to me, folks?
Yeah, so you gotta think about the other side of it, bro.
And that comes back down to communication at the end of the day, 100%.
I think a lot of people are lacking in the communication.
100%. 100%.
I think it's maybe not necessarily lacking, but it's more of not necessarily a fear, but like you're more hesitant because like a lot of dudes don't necessarily break up with girls. Like most times it's the girl that breaks up with the dude. You feel me? But the dude may have wanted to break up first, and he finds ways to make her break up with him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like he knew he didn't like necessarily want to be with her, but he didn't feel comfortable to have that conversation.
So you ever been in a situation where you tried to do that and shorty was still rocking with you through all the shit that you thought would break up? Bro,
yes, so many times, and I'm here like, fuck.
And that's even more of a sign that I can't fuck with you because it's like all these things that I'm doing should make you stop fucking with me, and the fact that you're not just means that you really not standing on your own too.
Bro, I love that.
Y'all niggas not crazy.
Playing with him, bro.
Y'all niggas crazy.
You put that, bro.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
I remember. I was doing some wild shit, and it got to a point where shorty finally broke up with me, and at the bottom of my heart, I was like, I'm proud of you. Like, legit. I'm like, I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself.
I want you to be happy.
I want you to be happy. And don't get me wrong. All my exes still, like, fuck with me and shit, bro. But it's, like, a long period of time where they do not speak to me at all because they knew I was doing bullshit. And they knew they should have, like, ended shit a while ago. But they thought that you don't think you can change a nigga, bro. Just don't think you can change a nigga. It's not gonna happen. So if a nigga wants to change, he's going to be changed. He's going to be different from day one. Just don't think out of nowhere this nigga's just going to change.
If he does choose to change for you, the shit is gonna take time. It's not gonna be. There's not ever gonna be no overnight shit. And even with the change, the nigga is still underlying the same. You feel me? Person.
You're the same person at the end of the day. Cause. Damn, that's crazy. You still the same person. So I'm saying, all right, so boom. So, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers will do anything to, you know what I'm saying, get shorty to break up. Why not just break up with her? Why not just say, I think
feel like this is something that motherfuckers do when they're younger or just don't have very much dating or like relationship experience. So you just don't know how to communicate that you're unhappy and that y'all should just break up. Because at that age, you think y'all should just like, figure that shit out and be together.
You know what I hate? I really hate the like it's like breaking ups. You have to be at odds to break up. Like I feel you don't have to do like we could just mutually agree that this isn't best for both of us.
I think that even when you mutually agree, though, it's so much emotional tension built up that you're still almost gonna be in the same mind state of having been into it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that. Like, motherfuckers can still be cool. Like,
you can't, bro.
Didn't work out. Like,
how you gonna be cool? What does be cool mean in this?
Be cool. Like, whatever being cool is for them. I don't know. Everybody's situation is different.
So how would it be for you? Like, what would be the parameters?
Being cool?
Yeah, like.
Shit, we cool. You can hit my life. You know what I'm saying?
What that mean? This nigga doing hand moments for the niggas that's listening.
I mean, bro, I again, hey, I may not be at that maturity level yet, bro. But if we break up, I don't probably want to talk to your ass for at least
that's why I asked that, because I'm the person that's
a couple of months, dog. At least I'm like, I'm cool on you for right now. We can talk a few months down the line.
But like, you
got to think about it though, bro. Like if you actually in a deep relationship with someone and you just boom, this is over with type shit. Like anytime they bring up that name, you still gonna feel like some type of way type shit. They hit you up or whatever the case might. Like it's not that no more. So it's like, I'm cool on you for a while. Like
you need to be removed from my life for a bit.
No, I mean, I could see that.
I feel like people gotta reach the point where they comfortable telling people that, like, just being honest. Like, if we break up, we probably not gonna talk for a minute. But it's not going.
But what constitutes a minute? Like, and
so
is it like
off? Shit has to cool off. Like we gotta be in different
until she get another nigga or something.
No, not even that.
We just have to be in different spaces, like emotionally. Like just some time has to pass for like the shit gotta cool off.
Like it doesn't even have anything like I might not even have I don't even have to talk to a single shorty for the next X amount of months or whatever the case may be. She might not have to talk to a nigga for the next couple of months, but it's like literally that mindset. Like I'm just like have to emotionally detach myself away from you, and like we're cool.
And it's not even, I think it's not detached. You gotta process it. It's more of a process.
Okay, I can respect. Yeah, like more so. I mean more so. It's still a detached for me though. Like I'm like I don't want I process that shit. Like yeah, okay, I'm processing that shit, but I'm like those feelings are gone though.
Because at one point you were attached, so you do have to then detach. So as part of your detaching process, like how do y'all go as far as like muting people on social media so you don't see their content? As far as like, you feel me? Do you block this person? Like what is that process?
I may mute you for a little while, but it ain't something I'm gonna mute you for.
I'll probably mute your story.
Yeah, I'm muting the stories and shit. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I understand. But I don't like if you post something, I still like you. Like I'm cool. Wait, it ain't a big thing. I just
I'm probably gonna like it for it. I'm not liking it until I'm in the space where I feel like we could have a conversation again. So I might not like one of your posts for a year.
A year, golly.
I'm not mad at it.
Cause like I'm the type of person that's like, if we gonna date, then let's figure it out. But if we gonna break up, by the time we in a space where we feel like, damn, maybe we could try again, I'm the type of person that I'm gonna just be over it now.
Yeah.
No, I feel that at a certain point, it's like ain't no point in going back. Cause I mean, like what you were attracted to that person, what you were attracted to in that person at that time. You probably not even seeing it the same no more. You feel me? Like you in two different spaces in life type shit. Like y'all not the same person as when you met. You growing as we go. So like it's possible to just grow apart. Like you feel me? The things that we found interest in, or like the things that you feel me both made us, you know what I'm saying, like each other, may not be the same no more. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like you should be able to say that. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not bad at it.
You should be able to voice that.
So when you dating somebody, when do you feel like is the point when you should start thinking in a we mindset as far as future planning? Yeah, I got niggas stumped with this one.
All right. So when do I start thinking we instead of just me?
Yeah,
like as in like cribs, dinner.
Was this
food,
in your future forecasting? It's now y'all two instead of you.
I mean, I feel like first off, I feel like I have to be with them for a couple of years at least. First off, that like I know it's not.
Hey, she's signing the Death Row Records for you, aren't you?
Yeah, if you fucking kill, you signing to Death Row,
bro. I'm not gonna fuck with cause my time for me is money, dog. I have like very big goals. I'm trying to hit VP and shit by like 30 type shit. Like I'm trying to do big shit, make millions of dollars. And like we're not gonna just I'm not gonna fuck around with my time, money and shit, and you're not, on that same game plan or understand where I'm trying to do. So if I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and now you're having problems with this, as in me being out of town or out late working or whatever the case may be, then we can't. There's no we.
Well, I think
Q, I gotta stay late tonight type nigga.
I got a client dinner ass nigga. Well, I mean shit. But at the same time, if those are your aspirations and you made that clear that those are your aspirations, and she got a problem with that, then y'all may not be the person for each other. Like,
but you know, people. But you know, in the beginning though, motherfuckers be like, "Oh, that's cool. I love your ambition." Blah 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 blah. You know. Once they actually understand what that means, let's say a year down the line, motherfuckers can change. You see that happen every day.
So you and that's why you better have that conversation. You feel me? And she likes you for then ain't the same shit.
And that's why y'all future plans need to be tied together so that y'all growth can be in step with each other. If y'all plan is to be together, because you grow apart when y'all have plans that aren't being properly communicated to each other. So y'all is growing towards two different endpoints.
100%. It's always going to boil down to communication at the end of the day. But it's like
words are tricky, man. Episode 29.
27. 27. Words 27. Honestly, words are tricky, and also the words you don't say. Like, cause you know, like a lot of human interactions are 90% nonverbal. You see what I'm saying? So like, you can have a whole conversation with somebody non-verbally. You see what I'm saying? But at the same token, you could be telling them a lot non-verbally and they not receiving none of it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like that. But again, that is tricky. That is tricky though, because you can't expect them to know what you're saying if you didn't say it. That's the hard part.
That's what I'm saying. Relying on people to read body language, I don't feel like is good, because like body language is so like it's regional, slang is regional.
Nah, not even past body language though. Like, say for example, she wants you to change to do something for her, but you loafing on doing that shit because you don't want to do it. Like, you feel me? It's taking you years to get around to doing that because you didn't never want to do it in the first place. But she not picking up on maybe he just don't want to do that shit. You feel me? Like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, she complaining he not doing it.
Yeah, he don't want to do it. Be mad at him for not wanting to do that shit.
See, if that's what I'm saying about the nonverbal shit. Like, he didn't say he didn't want to do it, but his actions are showing that he don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. Or vice versa, she don't want to do that. Whatever you're asking her to do, she doesn't want to do it, and so the actions reflect that. But if you're not picking up on that, like, I wonder why they haven't done it. Maybe it's because they don't want to do it. Nobody ever thinks of that. I don't know.
Man, it'd be a lot of ego involved in these conversations that people have with themselves about shit. So shit be getting misconstrued.
Yeah, shit. I ain't gonna lie, ego is a motherfucker, bro.
Ego and pride, sometimes you're just gonna have to swallow that shit.
I mean, if you're in a relationship or like have something serious with somebody, you're gonna swallow that shit regardless, cause you feel me. If you gonna make it work, at the end of the day, if you trying to make it work, you gonna. I can't even say it.
No, say it. So we positive.
What you gotta say, Phil?
Come on, man.
No, I was just at the end of the day, you gonna suck that shit up, Paul. I ain't with I just think it was too much going at one time. Like, but I don't even want to see it. Like,
hey, yo.
Shit.
So, what do you feel like is more important in one of the conversations? Appeasing your significant other or solving the issue?
Solving the issue.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like how you said that sometimes you gonna have to, you feel me, give in. Basically, like you just something you just gotta like, all right, you got it type shit. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, it's going to be times you have to do that. You can't just.
There's compromise.
Like, yeah, yeah.
You gotta compromise eventually. At some point, y'all both are gonna compromise on something. There's no way for both of y'all to get y'all way every time. So I guess it's a two-way street. I guess it all depends on what that compromise is, like, because you could tell somebody you comfortable with the compromise and not really be comfortable with it. You see what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers be lying, but what you say is what I'm believing. That's my policy. What you say is what I'm going to believe. Don't tell me something that's not true, thinking that I'm a reverse psychology and you feel me, break that shit down that you want something else. Tell me specifically what you want.
You have to tell me specifically, directly. If you're trying to like lead this up for interpretation, that's words are tricky, dog.
And honestly, I think on the other side, like on the other side of that, yeah, you should tell, like they should tell you what they mean, but like also you should be very upfront, and if you can't like fulfill an expectation that they have, because like they can have an expectation, you feel me, and you know you can't necessarily fulfill it, but you feel me, you trying to work with them, trying to get to that, but like I know I can't do this. Like you might as well just be upfront and honest about it. Like, yo, you want me to do this, this, and this, and I can't fulfill that for you. You see what I'm saying? And then you can have a conversation from there of should we continue to do this? Should you feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be some type of not necessarily regret, but resentment. You feel me? Mm-hmm. If this goes down the line further and further, knowing you can't fulfill something and they expecting you to get to that point, and you know you can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's that.
But I'm saying, how are you dating somebody that you simultaneously don't like because you want them to be somebody else? You're dating them because you like them, but you don't like them because you want them to be somebody else. Because
you're dating them for their potential. You're not dating them for the person that they are at this second. You're dating them for what you see they could become.
So they're trying to shape the potential.
Yeah,
they see potential in their mind, and they trying to see if you'll, and they want to try to get you to that, even though you feel me, you can't try to, because that's their expectation on you. Potential is their expectation on you, and that's the expectation that they want you to feel. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how you could date somebody who you like their future them and not their present them, because you expecting them to become something of what you want them to be. So that's how they could do it for sure.
It's a lot of that shit going on.
It's potential.
I mean, we've been seeing that since we was in high school, though. Motherfuckers been dating for potential and shit. They said shit doesn't really change. I mean, I feel like
where that comes from.
Because people are looking towards the future. I feel like they can become this, they will become that. Or I can help them get there.
That, and it's also, I think it's an ego on the opposite side of it, though. It's like, you feel me? You have these thoughts of what this person could be for you. So you build in your mind all these stories about, you feel me, how y'all could do this together, how we could do this, and how we can. You build this whole picture in your mind of what this person is and what that person will be in that picture. But that's also ego. You feel me? To think that you can mold that person into whatever reality that you have planned, like whatever thoughts you have planned in your mind.
Facts. I see that here.
Damn, we getting deep, folks.
Yeah.
Because what happens when both people are trying to mold each other, folks?
I mean, that could be good and bad.
That could be good. Yeah, that could
imagine,
be good and bad, though.
Imagine if both of y'all trying to mold each other and both people are moldable to what the other person wants. And I think that's possible if both people trust that other person, that, you feel me, they have their best interests at heart.
And you also got to understand each other's communication styles, though. If you understand each other's communication styles, then I think it's going to be easier to help grow each other, mold each other, whatever you want to say at the end of the day. But if you're like... Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like communication styles, but I think one thing we need to talk about is comprehension styles. Like, because we could talk back and forth all day, but if I'm not comprehending what the fuck you said, it don't matter. You gotta tell it to me in a way that it makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. No, because I definitely be telling Shorty, I be like, I am not comprehending what you are saying. Like, I'm hearing you. I'm even listening to you, but I am not comprehending this shit at all.
We done talked all day and they ain't figured out nothing.
I can't do it.
I do not understand what you're telling me.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the comprehension style. What does it take for you to comprehend what I'm saying right now?
That's what I'm saying. People speak different languages. Like me and Shorty was talking one time, and her response to what I said was like, "I hear you."
But did you listen to me?
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, where I'm from, when you say I hear you, that's like, okay, nigga, like
that's dead disrespect.
Yeah.
That's literally that's through one ear out the other type.
Yeah,
shit,
I heard what you said. That's the shit I tell them. I heard you for sure.
I heard you for sure.
100%, I heard that shit.
Bro, I don't gotta, bro. Shorty done told me I acknowledge your feelings. I validate your feelings. She told me I validate your feelings. I validate what
she tried to hit you with the script. She tried to hit you with the script.
So I be using that. I literally use that all the time. I'm like, I validate your pain, your understanding, whatever the case is. I validate it.
Hey, come on, bro. See, that's the shit I be talking about with that script for. Yo, motherfuckers be running script.
Whenever your girl got an issue with you or she's mad, whatever, I validate your feelings. I acknowledge your feelings. And that's it.
You trying to run script for you gotta stop. You gotta stop that.
Listen, she's trying to validate your feelings.
I mean, I'm sure that shit probably be working, but you gotta stop getting your shit off like that. You gotta stop that.
He do be trying to get his shit off. So through me, I'm like, cute, no.
No.
I'm glad you bring that up. Because we was on the game. We might even bring this up on the pod, bro. But we was like, yeah, you can't have your single friends giving you advice.
Relationship advice. How you give me advice about something you don't even do?
You don't even.
Hey, I be in a group chat. I can promise you, bro. I be in a group chat sending him clean off, and then Jay come in.
Whatever Q says, whatever Q's thinking is, I know that's what I shouldn't do. If I want to be single, I should listen to Q. So I don't.
Hey, don't knock the single life though. I love it, but if you love your girl, you're cool. Stay where you are and listen to Jay.
Y'all gotta get out them streets, man. That's just scary out there.
It is. No, it is.
Speaking of this, did y'all see that Glorilla said that she feels like more women should be going 50-50 because it's really a method of control by the man. And the second that he chooses to leave, she's ass out. And even if she
100%.
has been saving
100%.
all the money and working still, when those bills start hitting, it's still going to reduce her lifestyle either way, even if she's still comfortably paying the bills.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because niggas do that. Niggas do that. Niggas will try to control you by, you feel me, providing you a lifestyle that knowing that you can't maintain that lifestyle. So you feel me, like it's that. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's down to like putting somebody, not necessarily putting them in debt, but like the same theory. You feel me? Because you have them dependent on you, and then whenever you decide to pull the rug, whenever you decide, all right, well you doing this, I don't like that. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, cut the water off on you. That's what I feel like a lot of these dudes be doing, bro. And it's sick. I mean, it's down to manipulation. That's down to manipulation at a point. Like, as soon as you step out of line,
especially if y'all got a kid or something, but y'all not married. That shit, that's slippery slope.
Yeah, I can't have no kid and not be married though. Shit, that's some wild shit. I can't just have no baby mama. I can't do it.
Having a baby mama is cooked.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. For a lot of different reasons, I don't want to do it. Honestly, bro, I really want to have kids in a 2-parent household. Like, I want to go to my kids' games. What the fuck? I want to sit there. You feel me? Like,
do you think that you're gonna be able to be the businessman that you want to be, and also go to your kids' games consistently?
100%. Because my shit gonna be automated, brother. I'm making bread on automation.
Like, you gotta
clockwork.
Like, I feel like you have to set expectations, and like even having conversations with people like execs at the end of the day, they're like, yes, I make time for my family because I block stuff off of my calendar. I tell people if they need something, they can wait an hour, because if they need me right now, they'll need me in an hour type of situation. So if you need me right now, you're going to need me in a few hours. If you need me in a few hours, then cool. If you don't need me in a few hours, then whatever, cool, whatever. But I'm going to still make sure, I'm family man Q and shit at the end of the day. And we go from there.
You say family man.
No problem. That shit is important, bro. I want to see all that shit. I don't want to miss
because
nothing.
you also got to realize, though, we are in a different day and age. Like, we're not like that older generation who has to work, 80, 90, 100 hours a week type shit. Like, yeah, we're going to have to work hard most days and whatever the case may be. But I have a life. This is why you see a lot of people, switch jobs, a whole bunch of work remote, things of that nature. Like, we'll work, but, like, you're going to have to compromise.
No, I ain't going to lie. Working remote
I'm
is
taking my
PTO.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the best thing since sliced bread, brother.
Yeah.
They should have never gave me this. They should have never.
No, that's what I was telling you the whole time. Like, bro, I couldn't imagine being forcible. No, I couldn't imagine that. Yeah. Like, honestly, to commute every day, bro, that's just dead.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though, because at my previous employer, if they would have told me I had to come in 5 days a week, I couldn't have done it. But here, like where I'm at right now, though, I had to come in the office for 8 weeks, 5 days a week for 8 weeks straight. I first been like, this shit funny me cap. I got traffic, I got X, Y, and Z. But then I realized that I like the people I'm working with type.
Yeah,
like,
it's cool to go.
You have to
work.
like what you're doing. Yeah, it's like it's not even work at that point. Like when a lot of companies will throw that company culture around. It's like a lot of times that's a lot of BS. Bro. That's a lot of BS a lot of times. But like when you actually feel that love though, and like you can be a grown ass adult, it's like, okay, I can do this for 8 weeks straight type shit.
I'm not gonna lie, when you have that sense of team for real, it makes a huge difference. And working remote is very difficult to create that same feeling of being in the team.
You can't create that bond.
Yeah, I can't say that is a big difference. Like if you on a team oriented type of work, it makes a huge difference. Because like working at home, you don't feel like you work alone. Like you just do your work and hand it to somebody else.
And then you don't really get the vibe with other people on your team, except for like team meetings or trainings, things of that nature. So you don't really know that person for real. So
I'm cool with that, honestly, man. I come to this shit for money.
No, 100%. I agree 100%. But there's a time and place for that. Like for me, as being a manager type shit, like I need my team to click. Like if my team not clicking with each other, then I'm gonna have issues type shit. Like no one's gonna be able. It's not gonna be collaborative. People aren't gonna be bouncing ideas. People aren't going to hold each other accountable. Things of that nature. But my team got chemistry or whatnot. They hold each other accountable, setting goals, X, Y, and Z. They cool each other. They go out. They go party, whatever the case may be, and everything's sweet. I'm not saying it's gonna be like that every single month. This
nigga QB in the bar with his fucking employees. Drinking Heineken.
Hey, happy hour, dog. You get a little happy hour, get a little something, and we cool.
No, that's good as you like that, bro. Because I had this one manager at my last job, bro. If she said anything about any after work link, no, I'm busy. You gotta know that I'm not sliding because I don't want to hit nothing you talking about.
Like why though? Like that's not even fun.
I'm not sliding, bro, because I loathe that lady. Like man, bro, when I tell you.
She was the cool manager. Nigga
you have to be a real. You have like as a manager though. You can't yes, you got to be strict at times. You have like you're not buddy. Like you're not buddy with everyone. But at the same time, like you got to be like treat them as a human. Treat them as like. Yo,
I think that was my problem is that she treated people like kids. Like I'm not no kid.
Don't treat people like a number, dog. Don't treat them like they're your son or some shit.
My thing when I was a manager, I'm gonna treat you like a human, and I'm also gonna tell you straight up what's gonna happen when you do or don't do certain shit. Like
exactly,
there's no getting around that. Like obviously we're both humans. We both here for money, and I just have to let you know, if you don't hit this certain number, this is what has to happen. It's nothing personal.
And that's where it comes from, that communication. It's that communication aspect. You got to set those expectations from the beginning. Like, get comfortable, but don't get too comfortable around me type shit, because I will flip that script real quick. And you thought, like, you can come to me. I'm a very open door type of person. But if you fucking around, I'm going to let you know you're fucking around, because I'm very direct and transparent. Especially if you're impacted.
That's some bullshit.
Nah, it's not, bro. Because you cannot come to every man. You can't come to every manager with every issue or certain issues and things of that nature at all.
That's what I'm saying. It's some bullshit. So you don't have an open door. It's not. Yeah,
I have an open door. You can come to me. Like that's why I said you could. So how so? So you telling me like what scenario?
They can't bring their problems to you for real. They can't say how they really feel for real.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. I literally have reps. I literally have reps tell me 100% how they are feeling. So I'm confused.
He's like God now.
Tell you what you're feeling toward. Tell you what they're feeling in what regard. What was the
towards
feeling
work,
about?
towards me, towards the job, towards whatever the case, what literally.
So you say
anything
you
under the sun down there.
welcome criticism from your representatives.
Fuck yeah, because I need that feedback. And if I'm going to manage appropriately, effectively, efficiently, if I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and it's not being effective for my team, then I need to change something. But if I know what I'm doing is correct, then I'm a give them like, yo,
How do you know what you're doing?
I respect what you said, but this is why I'm doing this, and this is why. So, yes, open door 100%, not bullshit.
I understand what you're saying, but fuck that.
Yeah, because my thing is, if it's like true, it's like I'm not going to take no like, oh, I'm about to criticize you type. If it's constructive criticism, constructive feedback, then 100%. You got to only realize I'm only 25. Again, I'm trying to learn as much as possible so I can get to the next level as young as possible. So like, I don't know everything. So if I can learn from other people's point of views, why not take it?
That's real shit right there. That's some real shit you said right there.
Especially when most of these people's parents are VPs of sales or execs of sales or whatever the case may be. They know, they came in here knowing a little something. And like, we don't just grab like people off the streets for real. Like, these motherfuckers are like decent little college hires. So it's not like I'm just.
Yeah, you got the cream of the crop over there. Y'all ain't going for that.
That's why we was top 5 in my fucking cohort. Shit, fuck with me.
I'm for now.
But
period,
boo.
Alright, get your shit out there, bro. Get your shit out.
Shit.
Hey,
I got a crazy topic for y'all.
Oh, all right.
I got a very crazy topic. Do y'all think there are breeds of humans like there are animals?
Yeah.
Like similar to dogs or cats?
So like, you got a Rottweiler, you got a German Shepherd, you got different breeds of Negro.
Yeah.
You got the suburban Negro, you got the city Negro.
Beyond that, black people were literally bred in slavery to be stronger, bigger, faster.
Oh yes, you
to
mean
work
by that?
harder. So it's like, no, I'm saying that is an example. No, I'm saying like they buying shorty that's thick as hell, and they buying the 6'6" nigga, and they, you feel me, making them fuck, and they taking them kids. So, and you're breeding by doing that.
Do you think people get into relationships to breed?
Some people do.
But I think
on some Kardashian shit.
Instinctually, that's what your instincts tell you. Like
we're gonna make some cold ass kids. This feature, this feature,
because it's about your bloodline. It's about your bloodline. So, you want the best odds for your name to carry on.
For sure. Yeah. 100%. Because like, so do you think more so people have like their first intention of like a future with someone is like, oh, if we have a kid together,
that is a lot of women's first couple thoughts, folks.
Like,
but I'm saying that's instinctual,
think about it,
bro.
Like think about it.
An instinct.
You think a shorter woman is going to date a shorter guy? Won't date that shorter guy because they're gonna have a short kid or short son, and she don't want that.
Some women will. I think there are some short women that will specifically seek out a taller man so that they can have taller kids because she's so short.
That's what I'm saying. But I can't blame them for that because that's your instinct to do that, to give your child the best odds. That's your instinct.
That is true.
On some survival shit, like on some natural survival shit. So
do you think it's like subconsciously that's like why you don't date or talk to certain women? Because if y'all end up having a kid, it's like you don't really see that kid being all that.
No, I don't usually think about it like that. Usually the motherfucker is just annoying to me. Just to be honest.
That's funny.
No. Well, the whole time we was talking about work, and now we talking about, you know what I'm saying, whatever we was just talking about. How y'all feel about shitting where you eat?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is fucking a coworker. So, for example, the Good Morning America hosts were caught engaging in
entanglement,
a very intimate dinner, folks.
So how do you feel about shitting when you eat? About
here's
fucking with a coworker?
here's the thing: you cannot fuck with someone like if they're in a whole different segment, like a whole different department, whatever the case is, that has no ties with you.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Let me give you the context too. That's also the thing. They're both also married outside of each other, so it's bigger
they
than
like
them
work
being.
moves. That's like they work.
Yeah.
See, everyone got a work boo, but
So speak more so to your work wife. So you can't fuck. You saying that you won't fuck your work wife?
I won't fuck my work wife.
When single, would you fuck your work
when
wife?
Both single?
When you're single, would you fuck the work wife?
Is she single?
When you are single, would you fuck the work wife? We'll go one at a time.
Fuck yeah, probably would. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So obviously, when you're both single, you would. So you're saying. So you saying you wouldn't cheat, which is, you know what I'm saying, typical black man shit because we don't cheat.
We don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
It's gotta be. I can't show out either. I can't fuck nobody.
But if that's been your work wife for 20 years, for eventually you might.
Yeah, if it's been that long, I know that you gotta have a different type of bond. You probably got a better bond than with your real wife.
You with your coworker more than you with your wife, probably.
Did you see the post he had made though? It was what
did he say?
He had said some weird shit. I gotta find it.
I'm not beating for the moral of the story. I'm not beating like because it's just too many variables. It's way too much that's at stake. I can't.
Yeah, it's not worth it, folks.
It's not worth.
Keep your little sexual tension.
But this the thing.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, it's more fun. It's more fun having a little tension. You feel me? That's more fun to me than, you know what I'm saying.
All right, so do you feel like it's more tension before y'all fuck or after y'all fuck once and it's hella good? After, and then y'all don't fuck.
After.
Oh, after. It's so much worse.
It is 10 times worse.
You like, I know you got that thing, or you
got that splat.
Because now y'all sending like little y'all do little
it's little
things.
funny shit. It's little funny shit.
Here we go.
That shows you too familiar.
Is different. The eye contact.
Yeah, it's little funny shit that show y'all too familiar. Y'all too familiar with each other. Like, or you'll say some little smart shit thinking only she heard it. Whole time somebody else done heard it. Like, no, you can't even. No. It's way worse.
All right, so I found a post real quick. He says this particular decade challenge is a little late, but 10 years ago, Marley Feebig, is that how you say her name? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Married me, and despite my best efforts, she remained married to me the past 10 years.
Despite my best efforts,
he been trying to get out that shit for a minute.
He tried to marry the he really loved. So he really loved that work wife.
And his wife is cute too. That's the crazy part. And he said, he goes on saying, "I'm not being dramatic. I gave her plenty of reasons, excuses, and opportunities to walk her fine ass out the door." Boy, there was like a hella O's in that.
He been trying to get rid of this bitch for a minute.
I kid you not, it was like eight O's in that bitch.
So, that sounds like he's trying to finesse her to leave so he doesn't have to pay anything because he's up hella bread from that show.
He made this in 2020. He made this post in 2020. But instead, with her built-in black woman superpower, she showed a grace and patience that's incomprehensible. Asking her for another 10 years will be asking too much. Another 10 months, ? That may even be a stretch. If she gave me another 10 weeks, I should consider myself lucky. If she puts up with me another 10 days, I'd be grateful. But if she would even spare another 10 minutes of her time for me today, I should consider myself blessed.
He needs to stop this little weak ass script he trying to run. That was weak as hell. He needs to stop that. So we need to acknowledge when a nigga gets some weak shit off. That was weak.
That's some weak ass shit, bro.
You've been trying to run from this bitch for the longest, and she not folding. Just be 100, brother. You
that is get out of wild.
He needs to stop that. Honestly, she needs to stop that. Know your worth, queen. Get out of here.
These are signs we were talking about earlier. Like, you gotta go sometimes. You gotta stand up for yourself and go. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna be like, "I'm proud of you for actually leaving."
Have y'all heard the conspiracy that Giselle and Tom Brady expedited their divorce because of a lot of their money was invested in FTX?
Yes, bro. I went to a rabbit hole with that, bro. They expedited that between August and fucking November. They expedited all that shit. How do they go? How are they private and everything's going sweet for so fucking long? And now all of a sudden you see like these stage pictures with Giselle and some new guy in Costa Rica or whatnot. And like, bro, and then all their numbers are magically appearing when everything else is very silent. Like, bro, it does not add up. I was on TikTok for I don't know how long in that rabbit hole. I think it's something between them and FTX that's going down. And
actually,
don't sue me, guys. I don't know what's going on, but hey, y'all on some funny shit.
It do make sense if you're trying to hurry up and separate your assets.
If you were looking at the time, like everything was great. Everything was cool. They were taking pictures together, happy, love each other. I'm supporting him with football. She's saying go Bucks and all of this. And then all of a sudden, where is one of their where's FTX resort or whatever? The Bahamas type shit. And where did they go? The Bahamas. It was like, and that's when shit apparently hit the fan. Come back, shit is crazy.
That do make sense though. If she trying to hurry up and separate her assets, that make perfect sense. If you trying to hurry up and get your shit away, hey, damn, hey, it's chess out here. It ain't fucking checkers. Niggas is not playing checkers out there.
Chess.
It's fucking chess.
Gotta know the game, dog. Gotta know the game.
That's some crazy shit. I never even thought about it like that. You feel me? It was a whole smoke and mirrors. I'm tired of him playing football. That was smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, there is some shit to this, bro. It's some shit going on in the world, and this takes us right to all the crypto niggas that's getting knocked off. Suddenly dying in their sleeps, helicopters falling out the sky.
Like all of the top three. I wouldn't say top three, but the three crypto billionaires
the top one.
Really. They lost their life on some really bizarre shit. Like one lost his life drowning in a ocean that they know is top 10 terrible waters, terrible waves, terrible tides, and he just so happened to go for a swim or some shit. Another one dying in your sleep. Come on now. Another one.
I ain't never died in my sleep. All of a sudden I died in my sleep.
I ain't never died in my sleep before.
All of a sudden, this shit happened.
We talking about crypto for. I heard some. Well, I didn't hear. This is some crazy shit. So FTX and Binance is the largest crypto exchange, and then FTX was number 2 before they crashed, right? But when you look at Binance, it's wild because Binance is a Chinese company. China has banned crypto, in totality. Nobody in China can own crypto.
Are they scamming America, folks?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Every other nation, everybody else in the world uses Binance, you feel me, to buy crypto as an exchange. But if China decided to crash the price of all that shit, they could do that by just saying, yo, that shit over with. That's dead.
That's crazy shit.
And it would have no effect on the Chinese economy because none of their people are ingratiated into that system.
So I saw that post you sent me about them making the digital dollar. Do you not feel like that's mobile banking?
No, because mobile banking is a part of it, but the digital dollar, it will be no fiat currency. It'll be no physical currency. It'll be all digital. So there would be no dollar to exchange. There would be no, you feel me? It's all online. It's all online.
See, that's when they put the chip in you and they track it on the chip.
But also it even get to a point to where it's like, oh, you said something about us that we don't like. You just speaking negatively about us. Account over with. You can't do shit. You can't no exchange of currency at all. You can't do nothing.
And that's where you take us to Kanye, folks. So Kanye has resurfaced over the last couple of weeks. Last week he came out saying he couldn't use his Apple Pay. They shut his Chase down. But he was happy to be out the deal, and he ain't mad at them for putting out them weak ass little shoes they made.
Crazy ones. Them bitches weak as hell.
Them bitches look terrible.
Them motherfuckers are ugly as shit.
Then apparently, He a coon, bro. He's a coon now.
He's
This coon
this is some.
went on Alex Jones and said that Hitler has some good things about him, and then also went to meet with Trump to ask him to be his vice president. So I think it's time.
But
that we
before we gotta end,
Go
we gotta
ahead.
also add that he brung in a fellow neo-Nazi to that lunch or dinner with him and Trump.
What was he saying? What was the context of him saying Hitler had good things? Because a lot of times
I didn't see it. I actually didn't see an actual video of it. But then he did go on his Twitter and post a fucking picture of a swastika inside of like the little Jewish like 6-point star.
Okay.
It was some wild shit, bro.
And then he go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Then he said that Chris Paul fucked Kim Kardashian, and then a picture of Drake and 2 of his homies wearing CP3 jerseys popped up, just to prove how fucking much of a menace Drake is, bro.
Hey, Drake be trolling, bro. That shit is crazy. That nigga be trolling hard as hell.
They said,
Hey.
God,
I mean,
it's crazy because like how do you feel then? Because you got people who defend him, like, well, NASA was, pretty much not founded by Nazis, but
essentially
Nazi scientists.
It was all Nazis in that.
It was all Nazis, and people wear, he was like, someone was like, yeah, and you're wearing those NASA jumpsuits, and who created NASA? Pretty much Nazis, and Nazis did.
Hey, y'all want to hear some crazy shit?
So it should.
We can move past it after this whole Nazi thing, but this shit is crazy. So apparently, it's a village in it's either Chile or Venezuela. It may be Venezuela. Well, one of the Nazi doctors had moved there to escape persecution.
A lot of them went to South America, yeah.
And I can't remember his name, bro, but he was like one of the most notorious doctors for doing like biological testing in concentration camps. And so they say that they essentially pinned him to a village because it was one village that like had an astronomical rate of twin babies. Because they think that he
Gottfried Notch.
Yeah. Hey.
Whoa.
Like,
He's best known for inventing
Whoa.
an embalming fluid that was used to mummify dozens of corpses, including his own, at his laboratory in Venezuela.
Sick.
That's
I'm telling bro, the Nazi niggas is everywhere, bro. Even Adidas and Puma. Adidas, was it Puma?
I think it's Puma.
That was both. They founders were both Nazis. Like, it's deep, bro. Like them niggas is a lot of different places. Like, they really appreciate it.
It's crazy. That shit is crazy. Fuck that.
Speaking of medical shit, did y'all know that the chainsaw was originally created to cut the pelvis bone to make birth easier for women?
Huh?
Yeah.
How is that physically even possible?
How was that easier?
But I don't know.
How was that easier, bro? You just cut my fucking pelvis bone in half.
My fun fact
of shit is that?
My fun fact of the week.
That is that's a fun fact.
What type of shit is that, bro? I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to giving birth, man, women had a rough go at it. Like, especially
That's just scary to me, folks.
Yeah, but that shit is terrible.
Like a whole life is coming out of your body.
So, while we're on this, then, would you have your would you prefer that your wife had, your kid at home site and y'all do it in, like, let's say a bathtub or whatnot, or in the hospital?
Whatever she's comfortable with. I don't feel like I have any determination in that process.
I agree with that.
I don't have no determination, but I want to have a baby at the crib. Bring life in this house. That's what I want.
I'd rather have it at the doctor for. I'm scared for something go wrong.
I don't want my baby waking up to them bright ass lights in their face, man. I want my baby wake up to something you feel me in the house.
To your ugly ass?
To me smiling, baby.
Hey, buddy.
$1 million smile, baby. I want to have my baby at the crib.
Say you have your kid in, like, Canada, right?
They're Canadian.
Can you get them to, like, a U.S. nationality or citizenship? Like,
I think if both of the parents are American, I'm pretty sure you can. Like y'all just happen to be on vacation and I have my baby there type shit. I'm pretty sure you could.
I would 100% do that because you escaping all them hospital charges.
I think I
run off on their ass.
I think I remember a story about that. I don't know.
Definitely run off on their ass. Fuck them hospital bills. Fuck that.
They be taxed.
They will not have dual citizenship.
So they're gonna be Canadian. You got a Canadian baby.
They will have.
I think
the baby will still. It'll be American baby. It said it'll be born. It'll have a consular report of birth abroad.
Whatever the fuck that means.
The U.S. gonna be like, you ain't slick yet. You gotta bring that boy to the hospital.
You have to wait 2 months for your baby to get a fucking passport.
So you're stuck in Canada for 2 months?
Yep.
Oh, that's the way. That's why you can't.
But I mean, I don't think you would want to fly a 1-month-old baby in an airplane anyway.
Maybe you're in a car. Maybe it's a road trip.
If that baby crying,
I don't think it's a road trip of a 1-month-old baby. I think it just needs to be where it's at.
That baby need to be in the crib for a minute. I ain't gonna lie, for it's the worst. Somebody on the plane with a damn baby and keep crying. It's like, bro, shut that baby up.
Shut that fucking baby.
Shut that baby up.
Like, shut the fuck up.
I'm tired of that shit. Dude, and it's crazy. The one time where I really had a really bad baby experience like that, the only time I ever flew Frontier. And it was just nonstop. Like, shorty, that baby ain't no passy or nothing, folks. Fuck,
you ain't got no what?
Toy. Passy. Yeah, you never heard of a pacifier before?
I've heard of a pacifier. I don't think I've quite heard of a passy. To be honest,
that's what they call it for. You never heard of that? You got to get around more.
Some kids. I should get around more kids.
I literally said parents. I was very specific, saying parents.
Whoa.
Let's get with this guy.
Look where his head at.
Nah.
Look what his. Speaking of niggas where their heads be at, y'all seen Balenciaga and they bunch of sickos.
Fucked up now. Shit,
break it down for us, bro. What Balenciaga do?
See, I don't want to break it down because I'm gonna just give you some shit from my perspective.
Give it
I
from
don't know
your
all the
perspective,
facts.
man.
I don't know the
perspective,
facts,
then.
but Balenciaga is some pedos, and I don't like how people are not taking pedophilia serious enough. As a matter of fact, go ahead.
The main media.
My thing is, like, you don't hear that as much as you hear Kanye, you hear Kyrie. You don't hear any of this shit about Balenciaga as much, dog. You might have one or two celebrities reach out, but you gotta realize though, most of these people are a little pedo. Like most of these like grown ass extremists, weirdos, Jeffrey Epstein's people higher ups. They here for that shit, dog.
That gotta stop, bro. Like, bro,
so,
what's wrong with
just
you?
to break it down to the listeners, though, what happened with Balenciaga is they had hired a production team to run an ad, and they had a kid as main focus, and that kid had like a bondage doll. Like the doll had a gag. Like, it was a doll bear or something like that, teddy bear or whatnot. And at first, like, they had a few of the ads, and it looked like, oh, this was like some golf shit. But then you see the one with the bear, and that bear is literally in bondage type shit. And then you'll see certain documents that are relating to child porn or pedo shit, pretty much.
And the owner of Balenciaga also owns another company called Kering that sells art, and one of their installations right now is from two brothers that make art of children with penises and assholes on their faces.
You shit I'm talking about.
That's so cringe-worthy, dog. And then add on top of that, they had some like really, really I forgot the name of the dude. But in one of the ads, they had in the backdrop a book of a guy who is like deep into child weirdo shit. If you search his name, it's gonna be like a lot of like weird shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm not googling that shit.
That shit is terrible, bro. Bro, speaking of that, It's this it's not even documentary. It's like one of them shows on Netflix. It's called like a docuseries. Is that like when they like chop it up?
Yeah.
I think it's called like fuck. What's the name of this document? Oh man, Speak Sweet and Obey Sweet, something like that. Some Pray and Obey. It was about a polygamy camp. Bro, that shit was some of the sickest shit I've ever seen, bro.
What do you mean a polygamy camp? Break that down for me.
So polygamy. So basically, it's like a cult, where the men. So it was a dude, Warren Jeffs, at the top of it, and he basically assigned women to men. So like one man can have 5, 6 wives. They all live in the same house. He got hella kids with all these women, right? But you feel me? So, but that's happening. But mind you, so like, say for example, you have a child, he would then assign your child to be married to somebody else. So like, he was assigning kids at like girl children at like 12, 13, 14 to be married to a grown man.
That's wild.
Like
bro.
they even caught bro. Like when they finally caught him, he had visual, like he had videos and like the video audio of basically having like ingratiating a young girl into like his circle of wives. So like she was like 14 and he had a video of the other women of his other wives showing that 14-year-old how to pleasure him, it was disgusting, bro. It was terrible. It was terrible. I'm like, bro, it was horrible, bro. It was horrible. And then, bro, he was separating kids from their parents. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Why are people like that? What is like if I see someone, personally for me, if I see someone who's younger than me, like, that's a kid.
They got Stockholm syndrome. They probably been there since they 14.
That's
too.
a kid.
They think that's normal because they was there too.
Either that, or it's like some nigga who's like real sick on the manipulation tip, like on some grooming type shit.
Speaking about some wild ass shit, you heard about the police officer who catfished like a teenager, went to her house. I think this happened like in Cali or Virginia. It's one of the two. I think he's a Virginia police officer and he went to Cali, or it was some shit like that. But he catfished her. He used the police database to find out where she's staying type shit. Killed the guardians, tried to kidnap her.
There's some scary shit going on outside.
There's some sickos, man. There's some sickos outside.
Oh, motherfuckers are weird.
Like that's just sick. You're sick. You need to be in jail. He'll ask me to go right to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Go right to jail.
So last week we was talking about the iPhone factories and how people was leaving that shit, but now there's been like a lot of larger protests throughout China about the COVID lockdowns, because like they be like if they think that you have COVID in the airport, they literally put you inside of a box and that shit rolls. They have taxi drivers staying inside, quarantining inside their car, like parked on the side of the street. Like,
listen to what bro said. If they think you have COVID,
yes.
How do you think I have COVID?
They think that you come in contact with somebody. The nigga was literally sitting in a fucking cube, and that shit was rolling him back out there.
No, dude,
they got drones that fly around and tell you don't come outside right now. It's a lockdown. Like, that's just scary.
See,
what's happening there is what niggas was making it seem like what's happening here.
See, but it's crazy because there though, like the fact that there's protests there really says a lot. Because like for a long time, the Chinese people never protest because like I forgot what year it was. Like maybe it was like in the 80s. Some college students were protesting. I think it was like in Hong Kong. College students were protesting. They literally rolled tanks in there to stop them. Like to stop college kids from protesting. They like killed. They was killing people. So like for a long time, people never protested out of fear that, you feel me, that would be the response. So like the fact that there's even mass protests now, shows how fed up people are, but two, a lot of people who protesting now are younger. You see what I'm saying? So they the ones who really want to see change because they wasn't there to see that initial show of force the government had back, you feel me, back then type shit. So like even that is significant. like the fact that it's even, you feel me, that much uproar from the people, because like they've been scared of the government for so long. So even that says a lot in itself.
That's how you know shit getting real serious, bro. Motherfuckers start.
Bro, it's literally
protests.
It's literally protesting everywhere around the world. Like, like everybody around the world is fed up, bro. I'm always tired of this shit.
Shit getting old.
Shit getting old.
Y'all see LeBron called out the media for not asking about the Jerry Jones shit, even though they was pestering him about the Kyrie shit.
I'm glad he said that.
I'm glad he did.
Because he was cool. He was cooling down at the first time. The first time he sounded cool down.
He got to protect that money, but he too tapped in.
Do you think he said that just to like try to save face, or you think he genuinely meant it?
Save face. He make movies. He deep in the shoe industry. He own franchises. He got hella brand deals. He got to protect all that.
He got a sports team. He trying to. I think they were saying he was trying to buy into the expansion teams. Whenever they have an expansion team, you feel me? He trying to save face, brother.
Yeah,
everything these niggas do is trying to save face.
I think so. Do you feel like since he took like that $1 billion from Nike type shit, he can't like that's relatively, I wouldn't say sell your soul, but you kind of like sold your voice away to a certain extent.
Yeah, because you gotta promote whatever they not promote, but you gotta be in line with whatever they want, whatever their ideals are, whatever their values are.
Oh,
so you can't say nothing too crazy.
Speaking of Nike, so apparently Kyrie's deal with them was about to expire anyway, so they was just using this new shit to make it seem like they was hopping on the wave and separating themselves.
That's some goofy shit.
That's bogus as hell.
They goofy.
Wasn't he like one of like a decent little basketball like top selling shoe type?
No, he got one of the top selling shoes, but he don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's Kyrie. He probably gonna go to.
Honestly, I have a whole lot of respect for Kyrie, bro.
Yeah,
'cause he say some shit and he stand on that shit.
Yeah,
whatever he say, he stand on that, and I respect that to the utmost. It don't matter what consequences you got, bitch. I'm standing on this. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so you. Alright, so you stand on like, but what if he goes on like some Kanye type, I'm gonna still double down on what I'm saying type shit then?
But I mean, what has he said that he doubled down on that? The strength in the black community, loving the black community. What does he double down on? Kanye is the only one who really be saying some overly wild shit. Like all the shit Kyrie said made a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like Kanye is the only one. Kanye is the only one who be trying to say shit for shock factor. Kanye and Trump and Elon Musk, they say shit for shock factor.
That nigga want to be Trump so bad. For you not white, brother. You can't do that.
Yeah, fool. Kyrie ain't said nothing but the advancement of black people, and I respect that.
Yeah. I don't think we really got any other topics.
Like I said, some fire ass music dropped today. So that's just
my song of the day. My song of the day is off the new Babyface Ray. Let me find the name of that shit. Hold on.
You know what's crazy? I've been listening to a lot of music today, brother. I got some options.
Waves on Every Chain. That shit is one of the craziest beats I heard in a minute.
See, I've been bouncing around that. Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy and Massacre. So I'm gonna go with Massacre damn near. Cause him and Doughboy, that shit was hard to me.
That shit was hard too, yeah.
Alright, y'all both in boom bap. I'm gonna go with
Babyface Ray is not boom bap. The fuck? It's Detroit rap. Anywho, I listen to.
Alright then.
He gonna say some R&B for.
Before you even give yours, Josh. Before you even give yours, when you look at like the playlist or whatnot, you can easily like decipher whose is whose, damn near, or really who.
We need a mix, brother.
Well, really, what is Josh's?
Head banging shit all day. Fuck, nobody want to hear that shit all day. Alright. I'm going.
Nobody want to hear that sad ass shit all day.
Fuck.
Ass music. Attached to another shorty ass music.
Anywho,
boy.
Light a candle, take a
It's-
bath, ass music. Nah, fuck with you. Go ahead.
Hey, you see how they try to shame me for not listening to killing niggas. Anywho, I'm going with. I think this is how you say the name. I hope it's how you say it. Yeah, I think it's Rihanna J, and the song, the record is called "Do That." RAYANA JAY. Do that.
Do that.
Yeah, do that.
All right, man.
What? I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. I cannot find it on Apple Music. Oh, never mind. I found it on Apple Music.
Brother.
It's cool. I got it. I got it.
All right, but the whole time, fans, if y'all got topics, folks, swipe up on the Instagram, folks. Let us know. G, we'll definitely, you feel me, get to your
Talk
shit.
about it, bro. A lot of shit we talk about is fan submitted.
Yeah,
and if you enjoy this shit, share the episode with somebody, folks. We not asking for your money or nothing. Just share it with somebody.
And press the share button, brother. That's all we need, baby.
And 5 stars. You can always do the 5 stars. Take 5 seconds out your life and do the 5 stars.
Yeah. Lead that.
He said, yeah. Yeah. All right, squad.
All right, man.